What's cooking, WWE Nation? This is Ringside Insider, bringing you fresh wrestling heat every day. Smash subscribe and let's jump right in. The arena was buzzing with anticipation, but no one could have predicted the dramatic turn of events that unfolded on Monday Night Raw. The lights dimmed, and a familiar gong echoed through the arena, sending shivers down the spine of every fan present. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, made his long-awaited return. But this wasn't just a typical comeback. It was a return with purpose, a return with answers. Walking to the ring with Paul Heyman by his side, Reigns exuded authority and a sense of inevitability that commanded the attention of everyone in the arena. There was a palpable tension in the air as fans leaned forward, waiting to hear what he had to say. A shadow lurking in the background. For weeks, the WWE Universe had been consumed with the excitement surrounding Survivor Series, with all eyes on the cages, CM Punk, and the ongoing rivalries. However, behind the scenes, two unsettling incidents had captured the attention of only the most observant fans: the unexpected attacks on Rey Mysterio and LA Knight. While many had initially assumed these incidents were isolated events, Reigns suggested something much deeper was at play. He hinted that these occurrences were not random but part of a carefully constructed plan, a sequence of events designed to shift the landscape of WWE dramatically, revealing the bigger picture. Taking the microphone, Reigns addressed the crowd with his characteristic intensity. He spoke not as a competitor, but as someone who had deciphered a larger design, a strategist with insight into a plan that spanned beyond what anyone could see in the ring. "You've been focused on the obvious battles," he said, "but there's a pattern, a bigger picture that has been unfolding quietly in the background." Behind him, the Titantron displayed images of Rey Mysterio and LA Knight, both figures who had long been fan favorites and pivotal in WWE storylines. Reigns emphasized that their recent setbacks weren't mere coincidences. They were pieces of a strategic game being played on a grand scale. Strategy behind the scenes. Reigns explained that the real purpose of these events was not chaos for chaos's sake, but a reshaping of the competitive board. Every move, every distraction, and every absence had been carefully orchestrated. The attacks on Rey Mysterio and LA Knight were not attacks in the literal sense, but rather symbolic eliminations, removing key players from the spotlight to create openings for larger strategies to unfold. Reigns' delivery was methodical, and the audience could feel the weight of his words, understanding that something monumental was happening behind the scenes that few had noticed. The evidence unveiled. Paul Heyman, ever the loyal advocate, stepped forward and presented Reigns with a tablet. The screen displayed footage from WWE's security cameras, showing a shadowy figure in a hoodie moving with purpose. The clips were grainy, but the key details were unmistakable. The figure appeared in multiple locations around the arena and backstage areas, hinting at a deliberate effort to influence events without being detected. Reigns zoomed in on the video, highlighting a distinctive bracelet worn by the figure, a unique piece of jewelry tied to a single individual on the roster. The audience erupted in speculation as fans began piecing together the puzzle that Reigns had carefully laid out. A mystery worth solving. The revelation of the bracelet was more than a visual clue. It was a symbol of strategy, intention, and foresight. Reigns' message was clear. There is a bigger story unfolding, one that goes beyond wins and losses in the ring. Every move, every interaction, and every hidden detail has meaning. WWE fans are now part of an unfolding mystery, invited to observe, analyze, and predict the next steps. This approach transforms the arena into a chessboard, with Reigns standing as the chief strategist, guiding the audience through the complex narrative. The stakes are higher than ever, with Survivor Series on the horizon. The stakes have never been higher. Reigns' words hinted at an even larger game at play, one that could redefine rivalries, alliances, and fan expectations. The attacks on Rey Mysterio and LA Knight, once seen as isolated incidents, now take on new significance in this broader narrative. Every fan in attendance and every viewer at home is being asked to consider the strategy behind every action and every storyline development. The tension isn't just in the matches, it's in the anticipation of what will come next. A call to the WWE Universe. Reigns' return serves as both a warning and an invitation. Fans are being asked to engage with the storyline actively, to connect the dots, and to speculate on who might be orchestrating the larger plan. The tribal chief has positioned himself as the interpreter of the events, offering insight and guidance while keeping the mystery alive. The audience is no longer a passive observer. They are participants in a narrative that blends suspense, strategy, and larger-than-life personalities. The role of key players. While Reigns has emerged as the central figure in deciphering this strategy, the story isn't just about him. Rey Mysterio and LA Knight, two of WWE's most beloved superstars, are central to the unfolding narrative. Their recent experiences have positioned them as pivotal players, whose past contributions and current challenges add layers of complexity to the ongoing storyline. The subtle hints, symbolic gestures, and carefully chosen images on the Titantron all work together to tell a story of strategy, resilience, and anticipation, building momentum toward Survivor Series. As the WWE Universe looks ahead to Survivor Series, every action takes on added meaning. Reigns' revelations have transformed ordinary moments into key plot points, heightening the excitement and suspense surrounding upcoming events. Fans are now analyzing every promo, every entrance, and every backstage interaction with renewed attention, knowing that each could contain a clue to the larger strategy at work. Survivor Series isn't just a series of matches. It's the stage where the pieces of a carefully orchestrated puzzle may finally come together. The human side of the story. Beyond the strategy and suspense, there's a very human element to this narrative. Fans feel invested in the fates of their favorite superstars. Rey Mysterio and LA Knight are more than characters. They are symbols of perseverance, creativity, and passion. The story encourages fans to empathize with the challenges faced by these athletes, celebrating their contributions while anticipating their next moves. Reigns' role, then, is not only as a strategist but as a storyteller, guiding fans through a complex and engaging narrative while respecting the human dimensions of the wrestlers involved. The thrill of speculation. With the evidence presented and the narrative unfolding, fans are naturally drawn into speculation. Who is behind the larger plan? What are the ultimate goals? Every detail, from the distinctive bracelet to the subtle movements in the footage, becomes part of the larger conversation. The WWE Universe thrives on this kind of engagement, turning observation into analysis and analysis into anticipation. Every fan has the opportunity to contribute their theory, making the unfolding storyline a collaborative experience that spans beyond the screen and into the community. Looking ahead, Roman Reigns' return and revelations have shifted the landscape of WWE storytelling. What once seemed like isolated incidents now form a cohesive and exciting narrative, drawing fans deeper into the world of strategy, intrigue, and human drama. Survivor Series looms as the next major milestone, promising to bring clarity, surprises, and perhaps even more twists than anyone could predict. The tribal chief has set the stage, provided the clues, and invited the audience to witness the unfolding story in all its complexity. Conclusion: Monday Night Raw delivered a mix of suspense, strategy, and storytelling that went beyond the usual wrestling drama. Roman Reigns' calculated approach, the focus on Rey Mysterio and LA Knight, and the subtle hints embedded in the footage created an immersive experience for fans. The WWE Universe is now part of a larger narrative, one that combines human drama, strategic thinking, and suspenseful storytelling. As Survivor Series approaches, every fan will be watching closely, ready to see how the pieces of this intricate puzzle finally come together. The excitement, anticipation, and engagement are at an all-time high, proving that WWE storytelling can be as compelling and intricate as any epic saga.